Hey guys, it's Dr. Tony Chopper here, and I'm bringing you part 2 of my look at Char's Custom Zaku 2, version 2.0. If you bought the Clear Parts campaign version, you'll be getting an extra runner of clear parts, mainly for the lower leg. But for all standard editions, you'll get the helmet that's in grunt form, an extra command antenna, 2 Chars, and an action base connector. And here it is with all the armor on, and it looks pretty good. The color separation is pretty decent. The articulation remains mostly the same here. Goes all around still, and the foot still comes up. Here is the armored up leg, and as you can see, it looks pretty decent. It looks pretty nice. The energy cable is on here. This is the one with the spring. It's stretchy. Doesn't come off really easy, at least not right now. The hips here still move all the way around, and it can go up and down right here, so good mobility, except the armor might pop off a little bit here, so be careful. It can still have the 180 bend, pretty good, nothing pops off. Energy cables at least, not yet. And there's extra little details here, like the thrusters here, here, and here. Here's a look at the leg with the clear parts on it. Looks pretty decent. This is the left leg, and it works the exact same way, but see, it looks pretty nice in my opinion. So if you can get your hands on the 30th anniversary clear parts edition of this kit, you might as well go do it, because it looks pretty nice to me. Moving up to the waist skirts up here, the front skirts, are on ball joints, so they can move all over the place. The side skirts are on a bit of a ball joint / hinge system. They can move forward and back, so ever so slightly. They cannot move up very much. And the back skirt is also on a ball joint, and it moves all the way up like this. And also a panel can come down right here where you can put the bazooka. Moving on to the chest now. And the shoulders can move back and forth. There's a ball joint here for the head. The energy cables don't move, but they usually fall off, so they're a little bit worrisome. The backpack seems to come off really easily, and the thrusters back here move. Right here. There's a flap here that moves, and the thruster moves too. Also, the cockpit can open up. Right here. I don't know if you can see it right there. There's a little Char in there. And a cool little feature that they added is if you take off the backpack, there is a little switch right here. And you flip that, the Char is no longer there. And that's because he is now on the other side. If I can get this open. I know it's a little hard to see, but that's a really cool feature that they added. Don't know how often I'll use that, but kudos to Bandai. The arms look something like this, and this is the left arm because it has the shoulder armor on it. Now, the shoulder armor can move up and down like this, and can rotate and come off of the hinge, so be really wary of that. Now, it can also rotate just below the shoulder here, and the elbow bends at a good 180 degrees. Fair bit of mechanical detail here. And the wrists can move and wiggle, because this part is a poly cap, and the fingers can bend all the way. It's a 3-finger trigger finger split, and it's the typical version 2.0 kind of master grade hands. So they bend at the middle here, and the thumb is in one piece. Here's what the shoulder looks like with all the spikes added to it, the left shoulder. Fairly good. It has the inner frame in it, looks really nice. Now onto the fully armorized arm. and this is the one with the shield. The shield has the same hinge mechanism that the other shoulder had, and you can also lock it into place so it doesn't really move anywhere. But it can also go around the back like this, and it can go forward quite a bit as well to protect itself. The mobility hasn't changed at all, really. It can still bend below the elbow or shoulder. The elbow can bend a full 180, and the mobility from the inner frame isn't really lost even with the armor on. But you can see here that there's a part here right where the wrist is, and it can move in and out a bit. It's a little loose, but I'm pretty sure that's by design. And if I forgot to mention, the hands can do this if you want your Zaku to do that, and it can pop off. And it's the same hands, nothing really changes here. And finally, here is the head. The head sculpt is really nice on this model, and the Zaku's energy cables are a little finicky as well on this piece, and you might want to write down how many of these little beads are on here, because if you lose one, you're kind of screwed. The first couple here are shaped differently. They're on a little bit of an incline, and the other ones are all completely symmetrical all the way around. So yeah, this looks really nice. And also, a cool feature about this is the mono eye actually follows you if you want it to. So if you can see the mono eye in the middle, if I turn it this way, the mono eye moves with the head. If I turn it the other way, it goes the other way. That's a cool little gimmick that I added in. That's pretty nice. Now for the part you've all been waiting for. I've been anticipating this too since the beginning of the review. It's the all-important lift. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the more unimpressive or unexciting parts of the entire kit in my opinion. But the lift can go up and down. It's on these hinges. You can get them in all crazy different positions. The wheels here do not move. They do not move at all. And you want to be careful about these little pieces here. It's not wire or anything. This is really thin plastic, so if you break that, you're out of luck. But it's really a nice touch that Bandai added this to the kit. Moving on to the weapons now. Here's the standard machine gun and ammo pack. The scope can move back and forth. Side to side. I don't know, just back and forth. What is this? The handle, the grip, can move back and forth as well. And that's all the articulation you have on this. Now, a cool thing they added to the ammo pack is if you take off the cover, nothing cool here, but they show you the bullets inside in great detail. Next up is the bazooka. And this is a fairly good piece right here. You have several pieces of several places of articulation. The sight or the scope can move back and forth. The cover can actually come off. Okay, maybe not all that way, but you can move it to the side and it moves right here. There should be a clear piece in there, but I haven't put it in because I know it won't be easy to get out. And the handle down here can move back and forth. And there's some fairly good detail on the back. Now the last thing you get is the heat hawk. And I know we're all very disappointed. Bandai lied to us on the cover and in the manual for the most part. This is completely gray. And it's just one solid piece. A little bit disappointing, so if you want it to look anime accurate, you're going to have to paint this. And that concludes my look at the parts for the Char's Custom Zaku 2 version 2.0 Master Grade. Dr. Tony Chopper here, signing out.